Hi guys, Tardass, McGee, Stock Picking Genius here. Today we're going to look at Nikola Corporation, ticker NKLA. Currently the stock's about 9 to 8 cents, but the past months the stock's went from about $1.60 a share. Now it's all the way down to what it is now, 98 cents. Got down to a low of 81 cents. It's kind of recovered a little bit, but today we're going to go over why it might be down and what's the future. Is Nikola going to go bankrupt in the future? Is it it's just temporary? Could it 10x, 100x? Today we'll go over that. So we'll read this right here. We'll read this article by Freight Waves. Nikola seeks to double shares to keep business going. So essentially, Nikola is going to seek to sell and issue more shares. It goes over this in an article. June 7th shareholder meeting. So they're going to have a vote. They're going to try and authorize more and more shares. So that way they can raise more capital to keep going. Because right now they're burning a lot of cash. They're having troubles with production and stuff, and so they're burning a lot of cash. And they need more and more cash to stay afloat. Otherwise, if you don't have enough cash to operate, you go bankrupt because you're insolvent. You don't have any money. So we'll go over this article, and we'll let you decide. Do you think it's going bankrupt? Do you think it's not? I don't know. So financially struggling Nikola Corp will ask its shareholders in June to double to 1.6 billion the company's authorized shares. The electric truck and hydrogen maker said it needs to repay hedge fund loans. So see, if they don't raise capital by issuing shares, they're likely going to default on loans. And if you default on loans, it's pretty much game over. So the request, Proposal 2, is on the ballot for Nikola's June 7th shareholder meeting. It is 3 times larger than the 33% authorization increase that took 4 tries to pass in 2022. Current shareholders could ultimately see the value of their already depressed shares cut in half. And that's just from the offering, you issue more shares, people could sell out too, and that could even put further pressure on it. But if you issue more shares, that already puts a lot of pressure on it. It puts selling pressure on the stock, puts downward pressure on the stock because there's more shares outstanding. So if you own, say there's 100 shares, you own 10 shares, right? You own 10% of the company, right? You own 10 shares of 100 shares. But now say they double the shares and that goes to 200. Well, you still own your 10 shares, but now there's 200 shares outstanding. So really, you only own 5% of the company now. And that's basically what's going to, happen here because they're going to issue more shares. Let's see. Without an increase in the number of authorized shares of common stock, the company will be constrained in its ability to raise capital in order to support our ongoing operations and business objectives, Nikola said in its preliminary proxy statement filed Thursday with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Nikola's, here we'll highlight that, yeah, there you go. Nikola's precarious financial condition prompted a second shareholder measure. Proposal 3 would allow Nikola to issue enough new shares to pay off Antera Capital. The hedge fund loaned the company $200 million in May of 2022. Antera also purchased about $75 million of a $100 million public stock offering in Nikola earlier this month. A lot of times, too, they'll do the stock offering, right, and they'll issue shares at a massive discount. So the stock will be at, say, it's at $2 a share. Currently, it's trading $2 a share, but then they'll issue a lot of stock to these hedge funds, right, to get like a loan, and they'll back it with equity. So because a company like Nikola might have trouble paying back that loan, so that's why they'll offer them equity and offer it at a very steep market discount. So say it's trading at $2, they'll offer the shares, even if it's trading at $2, they'll give them shares at $1 and allow them to buy like shares at $1 a share, even though it's trading at $2, which puts a lot of downward pressure on the stock price and valuation. So let's see. Proposal 3 would allow Nikola to ensure capital, yeah, and Terra purchased $75 million. Okay, we went over that. So let's see. Financial jeopardy would worsen its proposals if proposals fail, yeah. So if Proposal 2 fails, the outcome of Proposal 3 won't matter. Nikola said it lacks the cash to pay interest or the $200 million principal on the convertible senior notes due 2026. Just over 130 million shares remain uncommitted from a 200 million share authorization increase approved in August. Antera's notes have 8% cash interest payments and 11% interest if paid in stock. As part of its stock purchase, Antera demanded Nikola seek the share authorization increase. Nikola priced the offering at $1.12 a share. That was 19 cents below its closing price on April 4th, the day of the offering. Dilution to current shareholders, here I'll highlight that for you. There you go. Dilution to current shareholders has driven Nikola's share price below the offering price. Shares closed Thursday at an all-time low of 96 cents. I don't think that's an all-time low. This might be when was this article? When is this guy? I don't know. Well, it was, now the all-time low was 81 cents now. Was just 200 or with just 323 million in cash at the end of 2022 and ongoing expenses related to launching a fuel cell electric truck. I thought it was gravity powered. I guess it's fuel cell electric truck. Oh, okay, whatever. And mobile hydrogen fuel and trailers. Nikola is continuing to burn through its limited resources. Nikola filed a notice of going concern with the Securities and Exchange Commission as part of its annual 10-K filing for 2022. Okay, here I'll read part with a quote from the filing. If capital is not available to the company when and in the amounts needed, the company could be required to deny, scale back, or abandon some of its development programs and operations, which could materially harm the company's business, financial condition, and results of operations, Nikola said in the filing. See, and then it goes on, Russell and the two others retire. And that's some other news too. So they had, I think it was like 4, Russell and 2 others. I guess it's 3 executives. I thought it was 4, but maybe it's just 3. 3 executives, including former CEO, yeah. So they had 3 executives leave. They said they were retire, but they left. I mean, I wonder why. Do you think maybe it's because the company might be collapsing? I don't know. I mean, I'll leave it up to you, but I'll put this article down in the description below if you want to read it. I don't know. Do you think that's good news for Nikola? I mean, maybe it's good news. I mean, you can make anything good news if you want it, right? You can say anything's good if you really want. It's all your opinion. But, yeah, leave your thoughts down below. You buying Nikola? You selling Nikola? You done? Do you feel like you were conned into buying Nikola? I mean, tell me your thoughts down below about Nikola, and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.